Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd, and today we're going to talk about the new Manny Faces Mondo. Now you guys know, for me, Manny Faces is one of my top 12. He's a pretty cool figure, and Mondo has done an awesome job actually making this figure. I'm looking at it now on my screen down here, and he looks pretty impressive. I'm going to snap some pictures on here to show you guys on the screen. But he comes with lots of accessories. He comes with a total of 4 heads, 3 that are interchangeable, and 1 that's just a solid head by itself. And it looks pretty cool. Lots of hands and an extra cool little figure from the cartoon itself. So that will be kind of fun with this little extra guy included as well. So I guess his name is Squinch? Squinch? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right or not. Squinch. But anyway, let's take a look at just the heads just by themselves. So the heads, let's see if I can find it here. There it is. So there are actually 12 different Manny faces that come in this set. And what's crazy is it comes in well, actually it was 13 counting that full head, but it comes in head 1, 2, and 3. If you take a look at this, head 1 is basically all the heads that have their mouth open. Head 2 is like the common heads that we see, just normal facial expressions, not much to it at all, just like deadpan look. And head 3 is the angry and the sad and things like that. So let's go and take a look at each head together, and you can see that head 1 all has a human face on it. And also all the heads have a human face on it. They also all have a monster face, and they all have a robot face, and they all have a special custom face of some sort, which is kind of cool because now you have either you can have the man, the monster, or the robot all the time, or you can have one of your special ones. Personally, I like head 2 the best because it's just the pan face expressions, but if you want to do something cool like having an angry Manny Faces, or you know, he's the monster, or the human, or a sad, I love the sad monster face. That is hilarious. Anyway, so let's take a look at some more of this. They have a cool spinning figure picture you can see here of him spinning around. Let me go and zoom this up a little bit. There we go. And they got all kinds of cool things on this. He has his little thing on his back, and you can tell what's actually his armor, what's his skin parts. Now I kind of wish on his legs it would have had bare skin there, like we saw the original classics, and we also saw the original toy as a kid. Now the toy we had as a kid, you couldn't tell it was an orange jumpsuit or his skin or whatever. I've done lots of videos on Manny Faces, and I'll probably do some more as time goes on. But in this one, you definitely can tell what's flesh and what is part of his armor. Now he is pretty armored out. You take a look at like his knees there and his feet. He's got a lot of different things going on there. Let's take a look. He is actually 13 inches tall, so he's a little taller than our standard figures. Let me find this picture of him standing next to He-Man, and you can really see how much taller he is. There he is with a bunch of the Masters. You can see standing next to Teela and He-Man and Buzz-Off and Man-at-Arms. And that little extra inch is, if you look at the equivalencies, that's like someone being 6'6" as opposed to being 6 foot, with that extra little inch tossed on there. So pretty crazy. So let's go ahead and, oh man, this guy's so cool looking. Manny Faces totally rocks. Now I'm not quite sure how I feel about this particular face. I know we've seen it also in Masterverse. I don't know where it's from a comic or one of the cartoons or whatever, but it's kind of a strange looking face. I'm not sure how I feel about it. he's Skeletor fighting Skeletor. I wonder if Skeletor's thinking, what the heck, why are you mimicking me? Why are you making my skull face? Anyway, that is hilarious. He's chasing down Trapjaw. I'm gonna get you, Trapjaw. Here they are. He's chasing Orko and scaring him, and you have Prince Adam in the back laughing. Great pictures. Whoever takes these pictures, they do an amazing job on these pictures. What a cool looking figure. So, here is the rub. We see that this figure is 13 inches. It's cool. It's awesome. It's got lots of good colors. It has 12 faces plus a secondary head. All kinds of expressions. It is just an amazing, amazing figure. But here's the big but. Would you pay $260 for this figure? I mean, he is 13 inches and he does come with lots of accessories, but as you guys know, for me, $260 is just quite a bit. I mean, yes, I did buy the Time Edition He-Man, and I do have a Skeletor still in the box waiting for me to open, but I just don't know if $260 is... I mean, this figure would be awesome in, 7 inches, so it would fit in with the classics and stuff. But I already have a really cool classics Manny Faces that I really love a lot, so I don't know. And I realized I shot this whole video without my cool light. Let me turn this on so I don't look so ghostly white. Oh, bright light, bright light. There we go. That's much better. So I don't know. You guys put in the comments, is this a figure that you would actually spend $260 on? Are you a Mondo collector? Like, hey, you know what? I love Mondo. This figure's amazing. The Buzz Off was amazing too, as we saw. So the question is, would you buy? Are you buying? Not just would you buy it? Are you buying this figure for $260? Or are you getting two of them because you want to actually have some more fun with the figure than just the standard, mix and match? You can actually, it would be kind of cool to buy 3 of them and you have one be the monster, one be the man, and one be the robot, and do some customizations on it too at the same time. I'm surprised they didn't have more swappable parts for the monster and the man part. Now, there is one cool thing I really love about this, and that is they did the Manny Faces. Let me show you. Let me pull this up really quick. Let me find that picture of all the accessories. Come on, there we go. Bam! It includes the weapons you used to get with Manny Faces a long time ago. We used to call, actually it's not all of them. They don't have the sword. Where's the sword? Anyway, it does include the gun, and it also includes the mace. So you have both of those included. Now, it would include the whole entire the Manny Weapons pack that we saw in the 80s that had the extra weapons with it. But in this case, we just get 2 of them. But it's still cool. It is an incredible looking figure. Now, I'm not totally sold on the whole helmetless head. I kind of wish they gave him dark hair instead of blonde hair. He's just always struck me as a guy who would have dark brown hair, not a guy who would have blonde hair. Now, I don't know why I've always felt that way about Manny Faces. Maybe because He-Man has blonde hair, and I just always imagined he would have dark hair. And it's funny because his hair goes over his eyes a little bit, but when his helmet's on, you can't see it, so he must pull his hair back when his helmet's on. So, anyway, what a cool looking figure. If I was more into Mondo and I had more space, you can see there's He-Man and Manny Faces. You can see the height difference. That 13 inches just adds a lot. You can even see where their fists are located, and they're actually different heights, and their waist level too is actually different heights too. So the height must be in the legs of the figure, not just in the upper torso. What a cool looking figure. Yes. He's just looking down at He-Man. Oh, but very cool. Very cool. All right, well, that is all that I have, and I want you guys to put your comments what you think. I love the rifle. The rifle's so cool looking. But anyway, put your comments what you think. Worth getting, not worth getting. It's like, yes, definitely gonna get it. Wish he was 7 inches, or we'll see what happens when it comes out when they start doing the 1/12 scale line. We'll see if we get Manny Faces in the 2000X version. Oh, look at the detailing on it. I love the hose work. The hoses look so cool on this. I was sitting there thinking about this earlier today when I first saw these pictures, and I thought, I wonder if I could recreate that same look with the hose, with all the little segments. And I thought about how I could do it in 3D to make that same. So you might start seeing some new hoses on some of my new designs, because I figured it out. I know how to do it now in my mind. Now I have to translate it to the computer. And I think I can have some fun doing some things like that. Even the handgun's pretty cool. That is a pretty cool looking handgun, and it's very, very reminiscent of the original toy we saw way back in the 80s too. Does he have a crank on the top of his head? I can see he has a knob up there, but is that knob the knob that actually controls? You know what? I think it is, because let's take a look. And when we saw the faces, we saw the knob on each head. And so I'm guessing that pokes through the top, and Hold on, I'm going to that frame. There we go. So yeah, the knob actually is attached to the head. So yeah, the knob will actually spin it looks like. That is so cool. So we can see the helmet without the top. I know he has it in his hand at some point. Where is that picture? So when he has his alternate helmetless head on, you can see the helmet. We'll see if we have the right angle. They don't have the right angle there, but you can see. I don't know. I mean, does that face look the same to you guys? It looks a little different to me, but maybe I'm just a little biased. And it's weird. I have this lower monitor down here. It's just casting this light from the bottom. It's really weird. Usually I'm shaded on the bottom. Strange, strange. That Manny Faces is so cool. So cool. Alright, anyway, this is the end of my video. Thanks for listening to me talk about this cool Manny Faces. And if you liked what you saw, share the video. Tell people about this cool figure, because maybe you won't buy it, but you know someone who will. And then I guess I will see you next video. Like they say in the 1987 movie, good journey. Bye now.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it.